Hello everybody and welcome back to Esports Ohio. Today we're going to be having the third week of the Valorant Premier season. And today we're going to be having Howland versus Warren G High School. Howland is going to be on the attacking side and we're going to be having Warren on the defending side. At the moment we have the map bind selected. We're going to see how these picks are going to go in. Currently, Warren already going to be locking in that... Oh my goodness, I just blanked for a moment. It's going to be locking in that Yoru and the Gecko here. Yoru, seen a lot on Bind because you can really do teleporter plays with them and just do sound calls and bait the opponents very easily. As well as being one of the only agents that can rotate effectively on this map. Usually, you'd have to take a teleporter, which is loud, or you have to rotate through spawn, which is slow. Yoru cuts out the middleman and just has his own teleporter. One of the only duelists that can play in very hard to get spots. So really one and done spots for Yoru are just, you know, a pick for him. Places that you usually couldn't play are open on the battlefield. And also for the rest of the comp, we see a Clove and a KJ being selected as well, going for a double duelist comp, not seen all the time, but is effective for very aggressive plays. Over on the side of Howland, we see the newest agent, Teo, being selected, but a little bit of an off pick here on the Chamber. Instead of having a Sentinel that can hold map control, Chamber's job is to mainly duel. Really go out, duel, do as much damage as possible, get a pick, and get out. His turrets aren't even the greatest for collecting map pressure, so we're going to be seeing Howland is going to go for a very aggressive style comp. Especially with the KO being able to aggressively take information with his knife, the suppression, as well as having the flashbang as well to really explode on the sites. So we're getting set up as well. Both teams running Clove. Clove is one of those characters that you just kind of play all the time. Clove is just one of the best controllers in the game right now. I think was the highest picked agent last I checked, or 100% the highest picked controller. She has so much versatility, especially whenever she's able to fill the role as really an instigator, able to take fights aggressively, put people down to low HP, and you know, really just aggress with all of her utility. Here on Sandy Yoru, gonna be able to get some damage done, but taking all of his HP with just one head tap through the wall. Now he's the only person on the side does have the KJ to help out. Gonna be the KJ setup already being used to try to delay the push. The alarm bot also gonna be triggered, but with that suppression, Ranch no longer has his turret available to know when they're going to drop. Eclipse is going to try to get the smokes down as he can, but it seems this was a bait, as we're going to see that Howland is going to be rotating over onto A site. Eclipse getting a pick for Warren as he's going to have to try to play his life. Teo being careful not to over peek. He does, and that's going to sit down Eclipse, only falling to 10 HP now. He has to get the spike down. He has a chance to continue. Holy Banana uses TP to get onto this off angle. Does Warren expect it? Reyna immediately going to use a Leer to try to create some noise and create space. Are not going to be able to engage off of it as the metal, the Clove, the Ruse is going to be able to stop. That's going to be 2 picks on the side of Warren. Now we're leaving it down to a 2v3 into Warren's favor as Ian is going to try to go in. Again, going to try to get somebody, going to get taken down by Holy Banana. Ian gets 3 as Holy Banana and Lando is going to go down, and that's going to be the first round going to be going the way of Warren. I didn't even see that Ian was already on a tirade on that flank to be able to get that many kills, and that's going to be Warren. What looked like was going to be kind of out of their control, the retake was good enough. Warren now is going to be able to buy up this round, and what I'm trying to see here from Howland, they had really good mind games there, but their execution was a little bit sloppy. We didn't see them swing off each other as much as they could. Teo having to take a solo 1v1 against the Clove, even though his Clove had already swung. If they had pushed together, they would have been able to isolate their targets a little bit faster, and maybe that round could have gone the other way. Dina gonna be taking some contact with the copy already. Gonna be putting down their teleport. They try to peek long. Gonna be able to peek long, but they see eat him up. Eat up. It's not going to take the bait. Not gonna get taken down. TTTV. Carbon. Trying to clear out any of the KG. Holy Banana throws out his teleport. But the tail utility does good damage on the KG. Athena gets a pick on a Holy Banana. But Carbon is able to just go right on the site as we see the Reyna is going to be able to just push right past in. Carbon can take the pick and is going to get another duel and a win. At the moment, what seemed to be so much in favor of Warren is now in favor of Howland, but with the Guardian in hand, Ian can definitely do much. Eclipse might have a timing here, as Ian is taking up a lot of attention. Has a thing, Eclipse gets a pick onto Carbon, but that's gonna be Eclipse says that down. Now it's gonna be a 1v2 with Guardian in hand versus a bunch of Ghosts. Gonna start off strong as Ian's gonna get one. He has to start going work as the time is against his side. Ian gets two. He's unaware that there's no one left, and that's gonna be him gonna be able to get the spike and the defuse. Warren, glad they bought that Guardian as it's going to save them the second round. Ian going big the second round in a row, able to buy up there. The Guardian proving a lot more effective at range than a Ghost. Able to hit the shots that he needed. His team going to be able to deal enough damage to allow the Guardian to one-shot everyone. That's exactly what you want to see. And instead of saving the next round, they're going to be buying up. So this might be a buy from both sides. A little bit of a half buy on some cases, but a buy nonetheless. Range keeping a setup on B. As Eclipse, Ian, and Gen Z Sequest are going to try to hold it down on A. The Reyna on Howland, gonna try to take first contact, gonna jiggle peek. You see him, it takes down. Athena on the other side of the map gets taken down by the KO Lando from Howland. KO drone gonna be droning now, not really catching anything as Ranch. Gonna be on the side here. KJ utility, the microwave setup already gonna be used. Sequest throws out the Dizzy. Does get information in the Summer and Hookah. The Ruse is put down. Holy Banana just waiting for someone to peek. Same with the Reyna. That's gonna be Eclipse getting sitting down. Holy Banana, as he was able to hold that angle, but just with one bullet fired, Eclipse is gonna take him down. Eat up. Only as a Spectre taking this long angle, it's not gonna be good. With poking and prodding from both sides, it's going to be a 4v4. Damage seems to be in favor of Warren. Reyna slaughters here, and that's going to be Sequest unaware. Tries to get another pick, but it's going to get sat down by Eclipse, who is ready for the swing. Eat up and Lando going to be traveling the way over to B's side as the Teo is going to be to clear it out and say, hey guys, it's free. Now that B is free, they're going to be true and try to get the plant down, as that was going to be an even 3v3, but Warren has the disadvantage of health. Only one shot is going to be able to take down this Clove. Carbon is going to try his best to hold down the line here. So he is going to be first contact. The retake. It's going to start. Ranch throws down the bot immediately. They hear the noise. That's going to be Carbon getting one. Going to play his life and going to get out. It's going to be a trade evenly as Ian takes down Lando. Ian still trying to work his match to get some more. Carbon, great positioning there, is going to take down Ranch. Now it's going to be a 2v1. Ian has a lot to go for here as he's going to tap the spike and try to get some. He's going to get stunned by the munitions and Eat Up. It's going to finish him off, and that's going to be the first round won by Howland. 2-1 at the moment in favor of Warren, but with that full buy, they're going to be able to keep most of their guns as two members of Howland were still alive after that round. And we did see that Warren, instead of usually what you would do is bonus that round, bought up instead. So a lot of their members are going to be at a slight gun disadvantage, or not going to be able to be at full strength. As you see, there are going to be on an eco. Eclipse, the only one that can really buy a gun. Now, this could be where the snowball is going to go into effect for Howland. Immediately a rush on the site. There's going to be a Lear popped immediately. Holy Banana taking down Ian, the player that's been making the difference here at the moment for Warren. Ranch is going to try to slot himself up into heaven as it's the spike is going to get planted. The Ray is unable to get anything with that Judge as Eclipse is going to sit him down with the Bulldog. The only rifle bought by the team, and Eclipse is going to take it the distance as he's going to get two. He's going to continue to go on. He has a Bulldog in hand, trying to get more for his team. Be able to get a Vandal maybe from the picks that they just got. Now it's going to be a 3v3 as Ranch is going to take a peek, a long angle with the classic. The Bulldog from Eclipse is trying to get more. Holy Banana taking down Quest. Eclipse can't quite land his, but he's going to use his ult and get back into the game. Lando gets the pick onto Athena, and Eat Up is going to finish off Eclipse for good. That's going to be the attackers getting their second round and starting the economic snowball. Warren, valiant effort there by Eclipse, going to be able to take down 2 with a Bulldog to their name, but it's not going to lead to a round victory. And now we're going to see the economy of Howland is looking in great shape, as Eat Up could buy for 2 more rounds, even buy for his teammate if he wanted to, which I think might even happen. It's exactly what you want to see. If you were down the first 2 rounds, but now anything can happen. Now that both sides are able to buy rifles, one taps and aim are going to reign supreme. A little bit high here. Athena going to get thrown out, kind of just leave immediately, not wanting the smoke of getting stopped by that KO drone. Sequest standing out the open, it's going to get tapped by Holy Banana. That's going to be the Reyna as well, taking down Athena, and whole of B-side is going to be cleared in just a blink of an eye. Warren left speechless at the moment. Now they have to play retake of such a fast hit. No U2 was really used by the attackers on that initial take. They still have ruses. Empress form going to be popped by Ian. Ranch has a good angle, but doesn't quite land the shots as Lando can escape with his life. Ranch only with 5 HP. Ian's going to take a pick onto the Reyna. Now it's going to be a 4v3 as Ian has to do some magic. Around. He's going to get one more. Carbon takes down Eclipse. Ranch is going to take down Lando, but Carbon takes down Ian. Ranch left by himself with 5 HP. He's 1 tap away from dying. He's going to try to make something work here, but there's not enough time. He's going to play for exit frag. Doesn't quite hit Carbon. It's going to get taken down by the spike regardless. The attacker is winning 3 rounds in a row now, and now they have ultimates online. KO ult, Chamber, Clove, and KO. The KO and Teo ult are definitely going to be the ones to look for here, as they can take a site more or less for free. If you're playing in lamps and the Teo decides he doesn't want you there, he's just going to send his Teo ult straight in the lamps. And you have to respect it, because it will kill you if you stand in it. And even with that, he can use his missiles to cut off your retreats, so you have to go all the way into CT or push out into main. Carbon immediately gonna find one. And exactly as I said, he's gonna clear out backside with his KO ult, forcing everyone either into lamps or into CT. He's then gonna use his missiles to clear out lamps, and just like that, just as it's spoken, Ian is gonna get taken down by utility. Not even seen by Carbon. He's gonna get taken down. Now, all of the defenders are out back, trying to get something to work. Athena is going to take down Holy Banana with just a ghost, but they are on an eco. There's nothing much left for them. A Vandal in hand, a flash in sight. He's going to be able to flash one, but it's going to be falling low. He's going to be using his Dimensional Drift. This might have been a misplay, as he doesn't have any blinds to come out of his Dimensional Drift with for an easy free pick. He's going to reposition the showers, takes down the Reyna with only 3 HP left. He's going to swing, get taken down. Ranch able to get a kill on to Eat Up, who is not going to respawn with only no time left, more or less. He's going to retreat and save the Vandal he picked up. A little bit of a misplay there by the Yoru using his Dimensional Drift. Really, it was a good reposition, but he didn't have any utility to play off of it. He simply just won his aim duel against the Reyna on the side of Howland. Howland now in a really good spot, winning 4 in a row. And they could buy for days and days. Eclipse seems to be hovering a naked operator here, no armor. Actually is going to be able to buy light shields, but will not have full utility, only spotting 1 ruse at the moment. This operator could be a big difference in the defensive play. The 1-tap machine, very good. Holy Banana has an operator of his own though, and is going to take down Sequest immediately with it. His coup de grace is going to allow his team to push onto site for free, more or less, after that immediate pick onto Sequest. Gotta put his trademark in back so we can play from long. Eclipse holding the
Spike
angle with an
planted.
operator. Not the best angle to be holding here. Is gonna get a leg onto Lando, but it's not gonna net into a kill. The shorty gets a pick onto Athena. But how do you retake this? It's gonna be hard. These Eclipse has to respect this long angle. Ranch is gonna sit down the Reyna.
No peeking.
Throws down some ruses to try to do it, but trying to come out of the smoke with an operator is definitely going to be a tall task. He might just have to save it. He's just going to pick up a Vandal to try to make something work. He throws down the middle, trying to go in, but it might be too little too late as Ranch is going to fall down. Eat Up is going to go down. Holy Banana sits him down with an operator he found with his ult points. Now it's going to be 2-5 with still ultimates online for the attacking side. This is what you want to see. They're using one ult and then the next ult, one after the other, to press the advantage that they have. And already with that, they're only a few more points away from the tail ult that they already had to continue to go in. They can still easily flood a site with KO utility, which you might see here as they are going to be seeing that they do want to have pressure towards C. KO really good at clearing B side, especially if you know that a KJ has been sitting there the entire game. It just might be good. Reyna popping Empress form, taking down all of the utility from the KJ. That's gonna be null command pop. Lando gonna be jumping all out of hookah. He's gonna try to clear back sight. Ian trying to hold down the line is gonna take one. Flame's gonna go down, but that's gonna be Reyna getting a little bit of an off angle to take him down. Going to be trading out the Vandal for a new one. Lando is going to get shot down as the quest takes him. But good here, trying to get a tap. That's going to be Eclipse sitting down the Vandal with a ghost in hand. Now it's going to be a 3v2. It is possible as Eclipse does have his teammates in good positions. It is going to take down the ulted Clove. Holy Banana has a long range here, but it's going to get sat down by Ranch. And that's going to be the round. Swinging in the favor of the defenders after the double ults have been used from the attackers. Howland, that attack didn't quite go their way. Warren, on the other hand, were calm, cool, and collected. Eclipse winning that duel against Howland's Reyna with a ghost. That was really an essential pick there, as he was able to bring him back into the round. Got a Vandal in his hands, even though he was on an eco, was able to make it work. Now that Eclipse is only one ult point off, he might be playing a little bit aggressive here to take advantage of it. See Athena swapping sites here, going to be going on to A. Throwing down a decoy. Doesn't fool anyone in showers, it seems. You're going to see the Reyna jump on the box peek, and that's going to be Athena getting sat down, unaware of that angle. Eclipse going to be holding it down as Sequest hits a nice shot on the Holy Banana who's trying to push through, and that's going to be the spike getting put down, and Sequest hits another one coming alive here at the moment. We're going to take down two who's trying to push A. Now that the spike is stranded, the rest of the attackers of Howland are going to have to push up. Through the TP, the Clove goes, but they're kind of by themselves. Eclipse is here with one, almost getting the second, but that's going to be Carbon taking down Sequest on the high ground. Eclipse throwing the metal through, trying to get something down for the Teo, but the Teo gonna be cheeky, sitting in the back, getting the 3K now. Has his missiles online to try to stop anyone from the plant. Eat Up is gonna take down Ian. The KJ ult is gonna be used, but it's gonna get immediately taken down by the missiles. Seems that there's a rotation called over to A side as Carbon
30 seconds left.
And Eat Up are gonna be rotating over. The KJ kind of at a sense of where to go after the ultimate. They thought they were going to stay B, but now at their wits' end, do they save? Do they TP? It seems that they're going to TP over onto A site, but now that TP is going to give up his position. It's going to be Howland playing really good post-plant positions here.
On cooldown.
Going to be swinging off each other. If one goes down, the other one is ready. The ruses making their job very hard here. Hearing the noise from the KJ, trying to clear things. There's not enough time. And that's going to be Ranch taking down Eat Up, but Carbon finishes it off. As that's going to be 3-6 at the moment in the half. Carbon with 14 kills for his team. Doing very good for himself. really good 4K there, being able to take down 2. That was a really good spray transfer from Sequest, who was on Heaven, who was Heaven on A, to immediately going to be able to go down the lamps, taking down Eclipse. Something you don't see all the time. And then, you know, having that, the smarts to be able to just sit there and camp the TP, because I was really only with the Clove could have got a kill. Now we're going to see heavy pressure towards A from, actually, a little bit of a default here from the attackers. Holy Banana going to peek out on the lamps. We see a little bit of an eco here from the defenders. Warren having to play safe.
There.
So they don't have the guns. Athena opted to buy a Sheriff, but Eclipse, perfect place for a shorty. Does the Reyna know? The news goes out. The Reyna seems to be aware. Eclipse is going to get sat down when trying to put up a release for his teammates. The Reyna also is going to take down Athena. That means A site is more or less clear. TPs are going to go through on the B site as the rotation goes in. Range gets a pick with the right click classic. I wish mine did that. In a way, trying to get some more, but Holy Banana is going to sit him down. Now in a 1v4, it's up to Sequest. With only 3 kills to his name to rack up that number. Only the Ghost in hand. It's going to be hard. He does get his 1. The Holy Banana going to make sure to get the refrag. 3-7 in the half at the moment. The attackers seem to have run out of steam a little bit. Their hits have been a lot slower than they have been. They're being a lot more mindful of angles, clearing it out, defaulting. But this is the round for the defenders to get back into it. They have guns now. They have ultimates available. But Eat Up seems to be a little bit cheeky here. It's going to be buying an Odin. Buying that stay. But it's going to be a Judge holding down Hookah. Eclipse holding aggressively with Athena. Looking at the map, it seems that Howland have no one. Oh, a little bit too early on the jump, but Ranch is gonna get one. Ian gonna get the trade. Looking for even more as Eat Up and Carbon have gone long. That's gonna force them out of Hookah. Making sure that Lando has room to escape. Carbon winning his aim duel there with Ian. The 1v1 is gonna be good. Eclipse getting a pick on the Lando, and the Spike is gonna get trapped in the Hookah. 3v2 at the moment. Eat Up unaware that the quest is already ready and available. Carbon playing the best he can. Is going to get another pick. He's going to have to be close here if he's going to be able to clutch up. He knows one's Hookah. He knows one is Elbow. He's able to isolate these fights. It's going to be big for him. He has his Ordnance online. He's going to opt to walk it down to Elbow. Gecko holding across with
one enemy remaining.
But Ansi knows he could be here in the Carbon. Gonna get a pick, isolating that fight with the Gecko.
30 seconds left.
Now it's gonna be a 1v1. Eclipse versus Carbon, both pop frags. Carbon made no noise. Trying to get the spike. He gets shot at Eclipse. It's gonna finish him off, missing some shots there, but is going to take Carbon by surprise. And that's gonna be the defenders coming back into this game as they're gonna get another point onto the board. It's gonna be 4-7 at the moment. And whoever wins this round is going to really help boost the momentum into the second half. But that was an expensive round for the defenses. They had to give up their guns there to win a 1v1, so they're all going to be able to have a bye, but it is going to be costly. This is last round. The Dimensional Drift is almost available for the Yoru. Eclipse is going to get tagged and is going to immediately get missiled out as they're going to have to push forward. Match fight. KO Execute is going to come through. Eat Up gets taken down by Eclipse, and Carbon has to try to fight more. Doesn't see the Yoru, but takes him down with Lando's help. We don't know that the Gecko's here. There might be a good swing. If that's going to be an immediate run for Thrash. He's going to be able to get a pick. Gets second, almost gets the third as Eat Up is going to take down Sequest. Eat Up has an Odin here. The paper-thin walls of Bind are going to be a benefit for him, as both Empress forms have popped on the sides of both Reynas. The spike is down. This is in favor for Howland. Range going to be running through. Alarm bot out. They're going to have to play safe as that's going to be immediately. Or Eat Up gets a pick, going for seconds, and he's going to get a 4K with the Odin. And that's going to be Howland securing that next round, making it into the second half 4-8. Warren kind of at a standstill there on the defense. Not exactly built for it, as they are going to be running the double duelists. They have to fight for engagements, fight for information, as they only have a Gecko to really find information. There is no drone on their side, so everything they peek has to be life or limb. Now, we're going to see Howland going onto the defensive side. They don't have an amazing sentinel for it. The only benefit that they can get is going to be peeking and taking fights.
Dropping smokes.
Clips immediately going to be dropping the smokes, going a little bit explosive here on the A. Showers is also going to be taking a little bit of a split push. The Reyna waiting patiently, but the shorty gets a pick onto Athena. The shorty in hand, going to be riding around in lamps. The Lear goes through to try to get more aggressive picks. They see one in showers. The spike didn't even go down as the wingman got shot. Gonna be the Carbon getting the pick onto Sequest. Good flank short. Shower. Back under the clips. Stuck here, trying to get something, but when swung by two, who do you look at? Carbon knows it's gonna be Eclipse taken down. Now it's gonna be a 1v5 here from Ian. Has to clutch up if he's gonna have anything to do with this round. That's gonna be a flawless by the defenders, who are able to stack A and hold it effortlessly. On rounds with low buys and especially pistol, going into lamps is a very, very scary feat to be able to do. If you're able to make it into lamps without getting gunned down by a shorty, it's more or less a miracle. On this type of buy on pistols or on low buys, you just have to respect it. Bind is known for tight corridors, just like lamps and hookah. If you're going to be running headlong into them, you better bring a shorty of your own, or be able to use util to go into those sites.
Trap destroyed.
Immediately trying to get intel. Holy Banana has to get out immediately as he picks up his trademark. His drone is going to get shot. He's going to take some pot shots in. Spectre in hand. It's going to be easy. The immediate ruse stops anyone from progressing. That's going to be a lot of stall here on this site. Holy Banana doing a jump peek, not quite hitting it as accurately as you would hope, but it's going to be fine.
Teleport's ready.
He's not going to get punished. His trademark is available as Eclipse, trying to make something work here. Do you know that this site is fully stacked? Gonna play the off angle. Jizzy goes out, gets shot. No! Anything with that. Athena gets picked immediately as Sequest as well. Falls! The Reyna going to be pushing in with the Judge, trying to get something. Ian getting called down. The team ace and another flawless round for Howland. It seems that they have mastered this defense so far onto that buy round. Now, the attackers are kind of at a standstill. That round you're supposed to lose, but in that bad a fashion, every single member of Howland kept their guns. Warren now has to fight an uphill battle with their rifles that they have this round. You know, usually you'd be going up against, you know, maybe like one or two Spectres, a Bulldog here and there, but now you have a full team stacked and ready with full armaments. 4 to 10 the scoreboard. Carbon immediately going to be getting information with his drone. Is going to be able to see some. Is going to tag one. Sequest. It's going to get pinged. Athena. Taking some pot shots at Holy Banana here, but he's holding his ground. Sequest gets a pick right on the Carbon. That's going to be the top frag, immediately taken down by Warren's side. Sequest being quiet here, but he's going to get some very meaningful picks along the side. Athena already worked their way up long. It seems that the site is going to be a little bit easier to take as Holy Bananas falls dangerously low, but now without doing some damage of his own. Branch has to throw some mollies onto Spike, which has done. Athena takes out Eat Up. Holy Banana is going to be here. Sequest. Throw something down. There's going to be a Judge. Ian gets taken down. Ranch as well. This rain is going crazy. Now he picks up a Guardian. Now with a 3K. Reyna outside. Keeps going. Eclipse takes down Lando. Holy Banana is going to take down Eclipse. They don't know where the last one is. He's going to hear a noise. Reyna trying to get the 4K, and that's going to land. The head tap on the Sequest to put him down and to continue the snowball rolling. gonna be able to have it, being generous for his team, who has a little bit of a better ultimate than Reyna. And that's gonna be the defenders winning another round in a row. 4-11, only 2 rounds are needed to be won by the defenders to have the first map in the bag. These fights have been close, but it seems that Warren just are not quite sure how to attack this the same way, the same methodical way that Howland have been defending. They're rotating in time, they're able to take duels effectively, and it's been hard for Warren to really do anything. Howland gonna get some good information there. Teo ratting around in the smoke with his iPad out, throwing some missiles down. The force Lando to get his head taken down by Ian. Carbon gets picked onto Eclipse, so the trades are gonna go through as now the defense
Last player standing.
has a flank.
Spike down
Holy Banana
A.
takes down 2, but Athena sits him down with a ghost. That's gonna be a 1v2 now. Holy Banana had an amazing timing, but doesn't quite able to connect to the 3K. Close into this round. And Reyna holding down showers. They're unaware of where this Yoru could have gone. Athena can really get the plant down in time, but the Clove is lurking up this fast. Already on the site. Not going to be able to land the shot. Athena gets taken down as Eat Up finishes them off with a Bulldog, and it's going to net round 12 for Howland. Warren is now on the back ropes, as that was a pretty expensive loss for them. As now they decided to buy up that round. Now, they're going to just be scraping by with Vandals. They have to continue to win. If they're going to keep this comeback going, they're going to have to win almost flawlessly here. If every single person on the side of Warren gets a kill and no one dies, they're able to continue to hold these guns and keep their economy rolling. But at the moment, as it stands, well, if they lose, they're done. But if any of them die, if they win a clutch 1v5, that's going to mean that only one person is going to be able to have a rifle. With an Odin being bought on the side of the defense, it's going to be difficult.
All missiles away.
Ian taking some chip damage. Carbon making sure he's not going to get followed as he's going to run away. Missiles are really going to get taken
One
out.
suppressed.
It's going to be Ian being suppressed. But with all this noise being made on A, it seems B site kind of free. Eat him up. Trying to get something. Has to just immediately run away. Sees 4 players. Does not want any of the smoke. And that's a plant going to be put down. Holy Banana with this Odin.
Watching here.
This case doesn't know quite where to look. He's going to get taken down. Ranch is going to be holding elbow control, but it's going to be the Reyna's going to be down. Ian and Eclipse get their pound of flesh. And now Athena is going to be on the backside. They're going to get taken down by Eat Up. Carbon on the flank. Makes it even. The HP value is not in their favor, but this tail ult is going to be massive. And that's going to stop anyone from really going in.
Last player
Drone
standing.
is going to get one, but in his ult is going to get taken down by the attackers. Eclipse is able to get the pick on to Eat Up, as that's going to be a 3K for Eat Up.
Alright, lucky socks.
Barely
Don't fail
scraping
me
by
now.
that round, with only one of their members able to escape with their lives. With just enough money to boot, it's actually going to force interesting buys here from the defense. So they're able to full buy one more time. This is going to be a tall task for the attackers. Warren has to win 6 rounds, actually more, 7 rounds in a row just to tie up the game. It's going to be a hard task, but are they going to be up for it? The judge sat here so close. It's going to be difficult. Eclipse already taken down one. The Reyna gets a trade, but it's a quest. It's going to make sure that's stopped, because now it's going to be a 4v3 with the defenders at the disadvantage of numbers. The flood is incoming. Missiles are out to stop the plant. Gonna take down the wingman. Lando sees the head of Ian, but can't quite land the shot. He's gonna be low, decayed by the metal. Plant has to try to get down, but Carbon evens up the odds, taking down Ian, looking for more. Gets some good shots onto the Yoru. He's gonna get taken down by Carbon. Eat Up has his iPad out, unable to take down the Quest.
remaining.
Quest gets a pick onto Carbon with a 3K, now coming alive in the second half. of this game. Lando, Zeno ranches here. He does see him. He's going to try to get some pot shots. He's going to get the headshot. Now a 1v1. Both targets are going to be low. Util is here on the side of Lando. Sequest doesn't have anything to work with. The flashbang is out. It's going to blind Sequest, but he's going to just run off sight. He has the up angle, sees him. That's going to be Lando taking him down. That's going to be the Tigers with a clutch victory here. That's going to be a 13-5 series for the first map. As Lando clutches up quiet the entire game, but is there when needed. That is going to be Howland taking the first map in these best 2 out of 3 series. A lot to work on there. Lando at the bottom, but clutched up when he needed to. Carbon really the person who is putting Howland on the map at the moment. Same with their Reyna. But we're going to wait for the next map pick as we're going to continue this series between Warren and Howland. Don't go anywhere. This is Esports Ohio. Hello everybody and welcome back to week 3 of the Valorant spring semester Valorant. We're going to see both of these premier teams, Warren and Howland, going up against each other. We just saw Howland was able to win the first map of this best 2 out of 3 series. Warren is going to be on the attacking side this time to start us off, and Howland is going to be on the defending side immediately. Lando sticking with his guts, sticking with that KO. We saw him clutch it out in the last one on Bind, but on Haven, KO is still great. KO is one of the better initiators that are in the roster at the moment. He's so versatile, good flashes, good utility usage, and even has a good molly. If you're able to pair all those together with good lineups, good game sense, you're able to have an agent that is able to clutch it out and enable his team, as initiators should. We're going to see a little bit of a swap instead of a KJ. And actually, we're going to see Edup is going to be covering the Reyna instead of who we saw the last time, which is that bit of Korean that, sadly, I do not speak. And on the side of Warren, we're going to see the Eclipse. He's going to, instead of playing the Clove, is going to be hovering a Sentinel. Deadlock, not seen all the time on Haven. Definitely an agent that is not picked as often as, say, Cypher on this map, but that's going to be a Deadlock immediately locked in after I just say that. And now we're going to see that on the side of Warren, it is going to be a Deadlock ISO KO Reyna Clove versus Howland's Reyna Clove Teo KO and Cypher. Cypher, really good agent right now. If you ever played ranked, you know he has so much utility that is cross map. You see, in team play, usually people, whenever they know that the other team has a Cypher player, they'll go Raze, they'll go Sova, even a Breach to break up all of the Cypher utility that he has. If you're able to break Cypher utility, his trips no longer get value whenever you enter a site. One good paint shell or one good shock dart is able to knock them off. But we see here that neither team is opting to play Jett on Haven. Jett is one of the characters that is pretty good at being able to take the lobby control you see here on A. Usually you see the duelist peeking out A main to get a quick pick for information if anyone's peeking or not. Maybe get a quick pick and then run. But if you put a Jett cloudburst there, it's very hard to see if anyone crosses. Now, I'm going to see an immediate rush into A. It's a sounds trip. It's going to get spotted. Going to be taking first contact, getting their shield popped, but double tap is still going to be in effect. Lando sitting in the corner here with a classic, taking down Ian, but Ranch and Athena are going to be able to pull their weight and gun more down. The trades come through. Edip is going to be waiting for his team as Carbon is going to immediately go down. The bomb's not down yet, so they have some more time. Carbon going in. Edip gets a pick onto Athena. Carbon gets a pick on the Ranch, and that's going to be the Cypher cleaning it up, and that's going to be the first round going the way of Howland. Good picks there, really good team play. They all waited to play together, the util to go out immediately before they swung, and that's what really led Howland to be able to clutch that out. It was even numbers-wise, and the plant was down for Warren, but it was a team play aspect that was able to get Howland over the line. Lando as well, hitting those shots with that classic. Ian, unexpectedly, but it whiffed on him. That first shot is going to get sat down by the classic. Now the buy up from the defenders. Try to get some early picks, but seems they're going to be walking through B garage, where they do have a trip there. See if they spot it. It is spotted, but as soon as they break it, it's going to be a rush of utility as soon as it's broken. There's going to be a cage immediately thrown by the Cypher to try to buy himself some time. Edip is here. There's going to be an ordnance thrown out as well. Holy Banana saving his Teo's life for a brief, bitter moment as Ranch is going to take him down. Ranch, the only surviving member of that fight, as it's going to be a 4v1. Ranch is going to try to get something done, tries to get a right click down, but it's going to get gunned down by the Cypher's Spectre and a Shorty rushing him down. The defenders only losing one member of that fight. It's going to be able to get them into their bonus round pretty comfortably. Good job stacking up there by the attackers, except they all ran into one choke point, which was just being held down by a Marshall. And since you don't have any shields to buy on that type of eco, it was just able to farm. Now that the attackers, Warren, are going to be able to have full guns by their sides, the rifles are going to be very effective here, but they have to make sure to avoid any short-range engagements, because this bonus that Howland are on, the Stinger, the Spectre, you see a Shorty even bought by the Clove, it's going to be hard for them to contest with those short angles. Eclipse immediately going to get hit there. The Stinger doesn't quite land any shots as Edip is going to get taken down. Eclipse is going to be half HP. The Cypher playing very close here. Gets two! Oh! 30k on converted into the 4, but only it goes in hand. Carbon is going to take down one on the back, and that was going to be a 2v1. Eclipse tries to get the plant down, almost gets taken out by the KO util. Only has a Vandal, has a Vandal to his name. KO is one tap on the side of Howland. Eclipse, on the other hand, is a right click away from death. Eclipse hears noise from the Banana, but that's going to be Carbon finding the timing onto Eclipse and takes him down. That's going to be detrimental for the attackers, as they were all bought rifles that round, and losing to a bonus has to hurt, especially now that you're at such a worse state for money that you're going to buy this round, and unless you win this round, you're going to be into, a financial crisis. You might have to take out a loan, liquidate your 401k, maybe refinance the esports program, be able to buy a Vandal for the next round. Well, it is going to be that they are going to be saving this round. Smart. Just to make sure that they're able to continue to buy and stop the snowball from the defenders. Holy Banana here taking first contact, seeing some shots, getting some good damage, but does not want to risk his life. He's gonna back up. Not having full shields, only an adaptive from last round. He doesn't want to give up his life too easily there. Good poke damage here from Holy Banana. Athena throws out the wall to stop any more poke. That means he knows he's there. Two members on the side of Warren are one tap away from being taken down. Lando holding down Sewer as Warren groups up. See what they can do. They have to wait. Holy Banana getting very aggressive here. Sees 3, gets taken down by Sequest as he's able to get a pick. Now it's going to be a Vandal into the hands of Warren. It's going to go into Sequest. He's going to run it down and get taken down immediately. Versus team was able to back it up. Athena takes out Eat Up though. Good trades. It's just going to be a 3v3. Lando's going to get stunned. That's going to be a full rotate here from Warren. Not wanting to give up any more of their lives. I don't think they were able to get a gun from this rotation.
Listening.
They're only going to be having sheriffs.
30 seconds left.
Sheriffs are going to pack a punch, but they're all 1 HP. Just a few good land sprays are going to stop them. Cypher knows that they're going to be here. Heard this trips, and now it's going to be a shot onto Athena. Landed. It's not looking good for Warren as Howland has guns grouped up. Cypher is going to be trying to take down this deadlock wall. Trying to buy some time. Lando takes on Eclipse, who was only 1 shot. A body shot's all he's gonna take. Ian takes down Lando. Tries to get another, is gonna get another, but the timing, the lurk from the Cypher is gonna be good to clean up the round. It's gonna be 4-2-0 in favor of Howland, as Warren back at the drawing board. That was their eco round, so they did make it close, but now it's gonna be their full buy. Both teams buying rifles. The attackers have ults to use to try to counteract what they've been going through. They have the Deadlock ult for post-plant, or even if they want to clear out back sight. They have the ISO ult to be able to get a free pick. The Reyna ult, not much to say about that. It's Empress form. Not exactly much you can do there. Defense are still going to be in their 1-1-1-2 setup. Orb is going to get taken here on the A site. Going to get closed for ult. The one-way popped by the Cypher. See what he can see.
My territory, my rules.
Deadlock tries to clear him out, but is going to miss the ult. Cypher going to see if he can find any information. He knows that people are here. The swing, Eat Up. He's going to be able to make those suspicions into reality. The spam tries to get some, but Carbon in the back here is going to be holding his weight in Garage. With 2 being taken down, there's going to be a rotate from the attackers to try to get something over onto A site.
Listen.
I think they're going to be heard, as that's going to be rotations over by the Clove onto A site immediately. Not quite fast enough. That's going to be the hat thrown, the Neural Theft, who's going to reveal the position over at A. Holy Banana immediately gets onto Eclipse. He's holding down Heaven. Gets the second, looking for the third here on the Ian. Has a medal out, is not going to secure it. Ian takes down Carbon, is now Lando.
30 seconds
And the
left.
Cypher are going to be up to them to hold this down. One in Heaven, Eat Up. Sees to try to do what he can do to Lear. Out from Ian. Can't quite land the shot as Lando takes him down. The spike not going to even be planted for him, as that's going to be the defenders with 5-2-0. Good attempt there by the attackers. Had a good rotation, but their rotation was just a little too slow, as the defenders were able to meet up with them just in time. Warren has their work cut out for them if they're going to make it positive in this half. Especially with them being a little bit of a sorry state for money. And the defenders, they can buy for days. They have money in the bank for all the rest of the game, more or less. Cypher keeping his setup here on the scene. He's going to get KO daggered. So his setup is going to go down, but he's going to get a pick before he gets sacked. As Sequest tries to get in. He's going to get leered and blinded and sat down, as that's going to be the cage stopping any refrags. A 3v4. As Eclipse only has the Sheriff to his name. Drone clears him out, knows that they're going to be rotating now, and this is going to be hard for Warren to get back into this round, as they have util here. Clips getting ready for this peek. That's gonna be Holy Banana doing some damage, but no pick. The metal out, trying to get some eat up on the flank. Gonna get 4 as no one cleared him. The comms were not there. Too busy to hear that eat up lurked out in the grass through mid and gets a nice clean 4K with the champions Phantom. 6-0 at the moment. Ults are online, but that also means that defenders can retake very, very easily if they let them have a sight. This is going to be a battle of rock, paper, scissors, more or less. KO is going to be able to push through C if he has his ult, but it seems they're going to be positioning elsewhere, as this is going to be the attacker's eco round. Holy Banana decides to fall back. Sequest throws a dagger, but Cypher is going to intelligently play off site, so he's not going to get tagged by the suppression. But that noise dragged over rotates is now the site that was sacked so heavily. Not only is Lando there, that's going to be the Cypher taking down Sequest with the Odin. That means it's time to go. Lando tries to hit the shot, doesn't quite land it. Only 45 HP left. That's going to be a KO ult immediately splitting up back of sight. Gonna do some damage onto the Reyna. Holy Banana holds down Heaven. Carbon peeks out, takes down Ian, tries to get more, is going to get more. Ranch pops her ult, but is going to immediately get stunned as soon as they're going to be able to land it out. Carbon gets a kick on the Ranch. Ida falls down, gets on the side, but Eclipse sits him down. Holy Banana takes down Athena, takes down Eclipse as well, as he was not expected to fall from heaven. Holy Banana going to be able to half it for his KO to be able to get their ult online. Lando now with the ult. The defenders looking in prime position to have a clean half. Really good retake there, waiting for the team. Again, the refrags are there. We saw Ian just unable to hold the position as he was able, just got taken down immediately. The wall was good by the deadlock, but the wall does not stop bullets. You have to keep watching it to make sure that no one is going to leak out. Cypher has done a great job holding down C site with his setup. There's been no reason for him to have to rotate. Oh, he's going to do the trick. This is the Odin trick to be able to get down a lot of damage right at the start of the round. It's not going to lead to any kills. He's just going to keep ripping it, trying to get some damage done. It's not going to lead into any damage, actually, as Warren is going to be able to dodge it. That is going to be really good intel there by the KO. Hitting 3. The Quest takes on it up, though, in Garage.
It's you and me.
Hold up the mantle. Athena, the kill contract is out. Tries to get the pick, is gonna land it back in the mid. That's gonna be the attackers. Gonna be doing very good here. Lando gonna be suppressed, so that's gonna be a KO ult to get them, to keep them in the round. Holy Banana gets picked onto Athena. 2v4 at the moment. Ults are online. It's gonna be hard to retake though. Utility was used to try to defend mid. It's gonna be a start as Lando tries to take down the barrier mesh. Ranch doesn't quite land the shot. As a ruse is gonna go up in Garage.
One enemy
down, gonna get a pick. The Clove ult not going to be used, as it's going to be Lando with only 1 HP to his name, is going to decide, yeah, I don't want the smoke, and is going to save his Vandal for next. That's gonna be Warren finally getting around here onto Haven. The attacker-sided map, mind you. All the rounds that the defenders are picking up are more or less just bonus. It's usually hard to stack a site on a 3-pronged map such as this. And the defenders are doing a great job of not over-rotating. We see the Cypher just letting his setup do the work and kind of being able to stack more of B site. This is how you play Cypher on this map usually. You set up on C, set up lanes to be able to hold down information, and just play C retake. You stack B, you stack A, and if C gets taken, well, you know, you save your util for the retakes. You're able to take it very easily. As you see here, Cypher is going to have a judge. Ian, make some space here in mid. KO's going to flush him out. Clips, trying to get one, but Range gets sat down by Lando. Holds it down with his Vandal. Knife's gonna get thrown out, but the flashbang is gonna be good. Flash 1, the null command goes out the top. Any util being used is gonna be able to get some good info as Lando gets sat down by sitting down 1. Athena has the operator.
One enemy remaining.
Actually,
Spike down A.
Carbon takes that eclipse. The op is good for 1. I think they res their teammate. No! They missed the res! Lando did his duty on the front lines. But he's not gonna get resed for his punishment. Banana tries to get 1. The metal is good to decay them. Ian has his work cut out for him. The missiles to stop him away. Ian peeking this. Holy Banana holding an angle, not wanting to give up his operator and his life. It's a very tight angle. Ian pops Empress form in 3, 2, 1. He didn't check his corner. Yep, I saw it. I saw the writing on the wall. He didn't check his corner. Carbon sitting there since the beginning of the round, more or less, and that's going to net them another round onto their defensive half. 8-1. Empress form being popped. Really, not a lot of harm done there, as Empress form doesn't do a lot for you as a Reyna. Again, Reyna only really gets benefited by Empress form if she gets a kill, which that's if you get a kill. When with Holy Banana holding an operator here, it's going to definitely be hard to get a kill, as he's just going to be able to peek long. No one is going to be initially peeking him, but Holy Banana is going to be propped up on this line, going to be able to get 1 and get out. A default is coming through here by the attackers. Gonna try to break some util and make some space. Carbon playing his life carefully, as Athena's gonna walk in. Carbon's gonna drone it out, sees 1 in window, and is definitely not going to get the smoke there. Gonna be some garage contact, but that's gonna be Athena just walking onto the trip. The Odin run and gun. Gonna get 1. Ian takes down Eat Up though, as they're gonna get contact onto site. Reyna's gonna get taken down to more Odin spam, as it's gonna be a Phantom being picked up by the Cypher. Not done with his job yet. Lando, good lurk here, as he's gonna take down Ranch sitting in mid. A 3v2. The attackers do have bomb down. The ruse goes out into garage. As Cypher just peeks out, we're gonna get a kill. He's just gonna swing out of his smoke and get 4. 2 with. He's gonna get 2 with the Odin, and now 2 with the Phantom. Multifaceted gunplay here. Gonna be picking back up. The Odin is an expensive gun. Don't want to leave it lying around. Actually, the operator. Have it for Banana.
Simple as that.
Very good rotations there by both of the team. We saw Lando there on that lurk. That's what you want to see. Able to take down the mid player and isolate the target on the site. Now, it was kind of zany, if you will, for the Cypher to just walk out of the smoke and not get punished for it, but hey, it happens. Everyone makes mistakes. They were watching it, but just couldn't quite land the shot. We see a little bit of a mix-up, as we're going to see Cypher holding down B site here, going to immediately throw a camera, and I think this is his opping strategy. He throws down the camera immediately to see anyone in mid. It's going to just be holding it with an op. An eco round here for the attackers. Gonna make the operator have to play even further back. Shooting a little bit early here. Oh, he's gonna get down by the sheriff! Outgunned! You have a 49 credit gun, 4900 credit gun, but hey, a sheriff does just well, and Lando stabs him in the back. Is able to get 1, but Ranch is gonna hit the head tap. A 3v1 at the moment. That's gonna be Holy Banana putting down Ranch. Operator in no one's hands now, as that's going to be the end of that saga, as seen. Last round in the half. It's a pretty messy half here for the side of Warren, as they're only able to convert 1 round, even when using all of their ultimates. Only 1 round left here. They're going to be able to have a full buy, but with the Neural Theft and the Clove ult going to be available, it's going to be rough, especially with these Odins. Carbon, seeking Holy Banana, no fear, takes down 1, is gonna go for a second, but it's gonna get taken down to it by Eclipse. He's gonna get ran at, but immediately gonna pop his ult, the metal's gonna go through, and now, you're just gonna run away. Just let him die. Oh, they peek him. Oh, Sequest. That's gonna be Athena trying to get him a kill as well, but he's gonna go down from his ultimate. The Odin spam in mid Both Odins propped up on the line, both spamming, but it's going to be a full rotation onto the C site. Cypher utility is going to go down. Because now they know where they are. Heat up with an Odin. Rotating over into Garage. Sequest is going to immediately take down the Cypher. Athena, holding back as Heat Up is trying to destroy the barrier from the deadlock. It's going to be a 2v4. It's looking good for Warren to convert their second round in this half. Athena, waiting so patiently. The Lear goes out. The reaction time not quite there as Heat Up is getting a pick onto Athena.
Standing.
Carbon holding it down. Sequest takes down Heat Up. Carbon's gonna take him down though. Ranch on the flank, trying to get a pick. Carbon though, doing some magic, but not quite enough. Gonna need to pull more out of his bag of tricks to clutch up that round as Ranch had the flank and takes him down. But now, swapping sides, Warren at a only 2-10 split here on the half. It's gonna be hard for him to come back. Especially since this map, with being three-pronged, going to be attacker sided. We see it on Lotus all the time. Attackers have just the benefit of there being multiple options to go through. And without a strong sentinel like Cypher on the side of the defense, it's going to be hard to hold down map control.
Now, where to set up shop?
Gonna see a 2-1-2 setup from the defenders here. So it's going to be contact along sewer immediately. The drone going to see one on site, and that means that they're just going to start walking up sewers quickly here. The Quest is going to be able to spot two with his dagger. Athena swinging out. That swipe going to put up his double tap. Now it's going to be swinging out. Carbon getting a pick onto Sequest. Athena gets a shield popped and gets popped in the noodle as he's going to get taken down. Carbon with two at the moment on his belt. The plant is going to get close to being put down here as it's actually going to be on the other side of the map at C. Ranch going to get taken down by Carbon, who is on a warpath. He's going to finally get stopped as Eclipse is going to be able to get two. But again, the spike is on the other side of the map. He's going to have to rotate if he's going to be able to do anything. They think it's on A, but it's not. It's on C. The rest of the attackers have already grouped up, and that so much time is going to be dwindled down from the rotations. The deadlock. And that's going to be two shots from a shorty, taking down the rest of the defenders. Eclipse does get a 3K, but the Cypher had the timing to take him down. 11-2 on the half, as this is going to be the buy up from the attackers to try to continue to snowball their aggression. We're going to see some forced sheriffs on the side of Warren, as instead of ecoing this round, they're going to see how much they can get away with. If they get a few picks, if they get a gun into their hands, it is golden, especially since Lando is buying a Phantom. If they get that Phantom, they have a chance back into this game. But as it stands, only 2 rounds until Howland is able to clean it up and get a 2-0 victory. Eclipse has a sensor trip, but he's going to be silenced as he's unable to do anything. He has to sit in the ruse because he has to give up sight. Falling all the way back, waiting for his teammates to regroup here. This Carbon is going to take back sight.
Spike planted.
His sight, with barely anything used, the flash on the back side to try to get something done. Ian has to swing out. Lando falling low, but is not going to get taken down. Carbon gets a head tap by his sheriff, but everyone is so low on the side of Warren. Swing out. Eat up gets taken down. Lando, though, gets his one. Gonna get grab netted, get taken down as well. A 2v3 at the moment now with the Phantom online. It's gonna be able to do done. Not a really good spamming weapon, but Holy Banana takes down 2 through the smoke. Now one more gonna try to do anything. Oh, this is tragic. This is so sad. Warren has no idea the Cypher is here, and that's gonna be, yeah, a knife. Good plays there by the Cypher, being able to rat around in sight.
Point.
I saw
You
the
see, he
desperation.
was level 400, so the game sense is definitely there. Able to sit expertly out of the view of the Reyna, and, well, we all know what happened next. 12-2 at the moment. Gonna be hard for Warren to come back. They're gonna have to win 10 rounds in a row just to tie it. And that is a whole task in a game like Valorant, what is so back and forth. Match point for Howland. A little bit of defaulting here, as they don't want to give any hopes for Warren in picks, as they know that Warren is definitely going to be low on funds. Only a few Vandals to their name. Again, very slow defaulting. Now they're off to the races, going immediately to mid. Putting on the Yuko, swinging right into E, and he can't land the shot. Carbon puts him down the drone as well. They clear out the rest of Sight Ranch. Only one left is not going to be able to land the Sheriff shot. Taken down by the Spectre. He had a chance, and he just was unable to do it. The NA took him over, and he's able to fall down with almost a flawless round here. Carbon hits down Sequest. That's going to clear out a Link now. There's only one possible spot for it to be. It's going to be B-Link. He's going to take down one, take down two, but he sits him down, stops any hope of a comeback, and that is going to be a 13-2 victory for Howland. And that is going to be 2-0 in the best of 2 out of 3 series. Howland dominating over that matchup. Warren tried their best, had a few good moments, but it just seems that Carbon and crew had it down to a science. They were able to stack sights expertly and able to rotate in a way that they always hit the soft site. Now, with that, that is all we are going to have for today. This was a matchup between Howland and Warren for the Varsity Premier Valorant matches for week 3 of the spring season. Now, we will be back on Monday with some Overwatch 2. Come back also for Rocket League and Super Smash Bros. on, I believe, Tuesday and Wednesday. And then come back next week again Thursday to hear me talk about some more Valorant. See how these teams are going to pair up against each other. The season has been explosive so far. Can't wait to see how it's going to develop. I'm OP Knees. This was Esports Ohio.